You are now watching yours truly, your brother, Green Light, Cosmic Angel Fire, also known as Brother Noble Forte L. Alright, so this this segment is called The Rise and Fall of the Hellraisers. First thing first, I want to do this. I want to give thanks to the Great Mother, all of the ancestral spirits, all of the ancestors, all of the angelic hosts. May they guide and protect those that are watching, that are on the righteous path, and also to protect those that are on the righteous path or the path of righteousness. To keep them away from those that are not righteous, that are considered and called the unrighteous. May you be with us and guide us on an everyday and daily basis, continuously from the rest of this year all the way to all the years to come. May we ask you for your divine protection, and may you all protect us and also bring forth your guidance on us that need the guidance. May I say Ashe. What's going on, my brother Tim? All right. Tim, I came on Saturday, but I wasn't on there long. But I did a live stream yesterday if you want to peep that out. Here you go. I want to talk about the rise and fall of the Hellraisers. Many of us encountered them. What they do, they are what I said in one of my old streams, they are agents of chaos. They are agents of chaos, and what they do, they reflect their shortcomings on you. They reflect their shortcomings on you because they're put in their misery, they're in their own misery. And what they do, they try to stop you from progressing. They will throw stones at a glass house and hide their hands. And what they do, they found a way to perfect the ways of cloaking themselves or disguising themselves as being innocent, and they play the victim a lot of the, if not 98% of the time, if not 100% of the time, they play the victim role. But there are evidence of them acting a certain way because you have seen it. And what they do, they have what you call charisma to many others, to have others thinking that they are innocent. They have others think that they're innocent and that they don't bother anybody, but yet they're throwing stones at the glass house. And a lot of times that glass house is your domain, your realm, your world, where you're trying to protect yourself from the negative energies. Okay? And you're being the ideal witness of all of this. And when you call them out, they will lie and say that they did not do that. They will lie and say they don't do nothing like that. They are well-known liars and deceivers towards the people that are truly righteous and striving for righteousness. That's what they do. They constantly lie and hide behind social media outlets. They hide behind so many things. They even hide behind like they're a spiritual guru. You can't be a spiritual guru if you didn't go through the rites of passage. They hide behind a lot of secrets, and they're known to me. I call them the human form of the watchers. And what they do, they watch you, and they watch your every move. And also what they do, they analyze you to try to find out your strengths and weaknesses, and they attack your weaknesses. But here's the thing, what I want you to understand. Hi, peace, how you doing? Here's the thing, they know what they're doing. I'm doing fine, family, how are you? So it's like what they do is they try to come after you because they know that you're striving. You're striving to do the best that you can to be a righteous being. You're doing your best to become who you came to become, who you are, who you came here to become in this realm. If that make any sense. They do not want you to rise. They do not want to see you succeed. They have their own minions. They work together to attack you. They work together because their minions are also the same way as they are. They are low vibrational, and they do hide behind smoke and mirrors. They are what you consider the smoke ones, or the ones of smoke, not of fire, because everything that they do deals with the illusion. They deal with the illusions, and they mastered that. And they use the illusion to tell lies to get what they want, which is feeding off of the masses or those that watch them. They are your energy vampires. Okay? And what they do, they drain you from your life source. And then they try to make you go crazy, and you're not crazy. They try to make it seem like you're the bad guy and you're not. And this is one of the things that makes them fall from grace itself. So, what they also do, they attack you in multitudes of ways. It could be subconsciously, psychically, or they even try to use their own magic on you, because words are weapons and words are spells. You go to school and you learn how to spell words. Keep that in mind. You go to school to learn how to spell words. And words are spells. And words are used as weapons. What somebody can say about you, you can make that manifest. The tongue is mightier than the sword. I repeat, the tongue is mightier than the sword. So if somebody says something about you and you believe it, for the lack of a better word, it will manifest because you believe it. And what they do, they keep terrorizing you until they feel like you have fallen. You are not fallen. You have been called. You have been called to the occasion to serve your creator, or the creator, or the divine. You have been called to do great works. You, those that are watching. Your works might not be as vast as others, but you have work to do. Let me see. And a lot of time when they come after you because they want to destroy you, and also those that are in your circle, if you have a circle. They even try to come after your family because they're being controlled by their lower self, which causes them to become possessed. They become possessed by their lower self, which i.e. bring forth that quote unquote demonic force that a lot of people talk about because their vessels are weak. So you're living in a world where a lot of people show that they don't care. There's a lot of love missing in the world today. There's a lot of respect. A lot of respect missing in the world today. And they're doing their best to stop you from rising. I fell victim to that. And what I realized, and I hope they're watching, I took my power back. And You that are those forces, hey, peace, how you doing? Those that are watching that are those particular beings, I took my power back. And I assure you, those that are watching are taking their power back from those that are doing the same thing to them. So, when you're hiding behind smoke and mirrors, Hellraisers, that's what I call them. You got some things coming your way that you don't realize. Yeah, that's okay. If there's 3 people watching, that's okay. Because this is not made for everybody, only for a selective few. The Hellraisers do not realize that they're used as a tool. They're used as a tool to attack you. And who are you? I will tell you. You have been called upon the Creator yourself. You have great things to do in this realm. Peace, how you doing? You have great things to do in this realm. And they know it. It could be people on your job, so-called friends that became your frenemy. It could be family members because they're stuck in the lower self. The lower self is totally deal with a lot of corruption and evil. And they'll do anything in their power to stop you. That evil that they possess is on an ongoing mission to stop you on your path, whatever your path may be. But I can tell you, those that are watching, you are a personification of greatness, and they know it. But every being is a living spirit of the divine living a human experience, even the negative ones, or what I call the Hellraisers. They have their purpose because they are part of the divine living a human experience that's bringing forth negativity, because the divine wants to know how to be human. So they have a purpose. They have a purpose. And that purpose is being around a cesspool of negative energy. What they do when they go to the rise of their power, they bring forth jealousy, envy, hate, lies, or you can say deceit. They steal. They put the false illusion that they're this way, or saying that they're chosen by the Creator. But here's the thing. Yes, you are chosen, but what are you chosen to do? You could be a Hellraiser, which is one that is not in righteousness, that don't strive in righteousness, that is not trying to learn or perform righteous ways, that wants to bring forth chaos and confusion. That's what they do. But I'm here to tell you, in order to fight back, you have to learn how to look into do the shadow work and work on your shadow side to bring duality and balance in your life. Because they are also a sheer reflection of how you think about yourself subconsciously. That is why they attack you. They are also called archons. Look up Sophia and the Demiurge. Look that up. And I realized during my travels in life that what you eat don't make me shit. What you drink don't make me piss. Keep that in mind. Use that thought. You are your own leader. You are on your own path of what you consider righteous. You are trying to find yourself, but you got some kinks that you got to take care of. The rise of the Hellraisers are nothing more than your own enemy, which is the inner you, which is your ego, and they're trying to attach you because it's dealing with your lower self, and they are a mere reflection of your lower self. And they hide in smoke, behind smoking mirrors, waiting for you to fall, because that is your ego trying to tear you down. Because guess what? You are your own worst enemy. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. They don't want nobody to know this. This is one of the secrets. A book I recommend is called The Mind Book by Dr. Malachi York, and Your Potential by Dr. Malachi York. And another book I recommend, The Kabbalion by the Three Initiates. Read that. You have to know universal law. Understand that. See, I see how it works, and I want to share that with you all. And I'm walking because I just took my babies to school, and I'm heading home now so I can sit on my step and finish up this right here, so I can go in full detail. Because when I'm walking, I'm trying to think what to say and make sure I know what I'm saying at the same time, and then I'm being observant around my surroundings. Okay, so what you need to understand is these beings are the lower levels of yourself being reflected to you. And that's the ego. What is another term for ego? Easing God out. Easing the God out of you. And what's happening, it is bringing the Hellraisers your way. Because you are rising to another level of consciousness, and you're rising to a higher vibration. And what they don't want you to know is that you're succeeding. You're succeeding, and you are making progress. And they want you to be weakened by that, because you have something special. Your own ego is your own enemy. When you don't know how to use or tame it correctly, the Hellraisers will make themselves visible through people, and they will use those people as that vessel, and they will constantly try to latch on to your energy, because they're very vampiric. And like I said, they throw stones at a glass house and hide their hand, because that is a sheer reflection of you internally, of this lower self that's making itself visible, because that is the archon energy. That is what you call, in Christianity, Judaism, we call that the demonic forces. Because when you're rising and you're making things happen and you're achieving and making great achievements in life, those same energies from the ego will start manifesting at a higher level, because you're ignoring it and you're constantly thriving. And what happened, it creates the people that become lustful, hateful, deceitful, just to name a few. And they want to come after you because you have something great that you're here to do. You have a higher calling. So their rise is also dealing with your demise. That's what it is. Their rise is dealing with your demise, and they want you to be gone. So they're trying to take your life away. That's how fucked up the ego is. And it can create that uproar and hysteria to bring in your life. And you have to know how to counteract it. So that is the rise. They feed off your energy, and they also is a part of your enemy. Now, their fall is when you don't give them the energy or the attention. They are focusing on bettering yourself, doing great things, doing good deeds, not just for yourself, but for others. But keep in mind, you cannot please and make everybody happy. Do, good deeds, do a couple good deeds a day and constantly be positive, but know your strengths and know your weaknesses to bring supreme balance. Know your limits and know that you're being tested. You'll know what you're being tested by the Hellraisers because they'll come out of nowhere and start saying crazy stuff to you, or they might do something to undermine you. You get what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. These beings are so low vibrational and it's dealing with your ego. And the ego is showing you what you think of yourself internally. That is why it's important to do the shadow work. It's important to work on that dark side of you. It's important to work on that dark side of you to bring forth the light side of you. Because darkness created light, and light cannot create darkness. Light is a child of darkness, which brings forth supreme balance, the yin and yang. Because in the beginning, there was darkness, and then there came light. The light is only used to reveal, but it also brings chaos. Darkness can bring comfort because you came from the trimester of the womb of your mother, which is what, 9 months. The trimester, which is triple darkness, what they're not telling you, which means that you were in the womb, which is water, and your mother's water broke. See, they don't want to tell you all of this stuff, but I'm here to tell you, you came from out of darkness into the light, and when you came into the light, you cried and chaos came. When you were in the womb, you were protected. Everything came from the all, aka the womb. Everything. The great all, El Elyon Il, or Il Elyon Il, is the universal womb. And we all came out that universal womb. And the archons, or may I say the Hellraisers, came out that very existence from that womb to bring chaos, which is also connected to the mind because you're using only 10%. The 10% is the light, which is that consciousness. The subconsciousness, which is the darkness, which is the 90%, which we don't have access to right away or right now, is nothing more than what? The feminine. The 90% is the subconscious, which is the feminine, which is the darkness. Which when you have both of them working together, the 10 and 90%, you become a serious supreme being. Like the movie Limitless. The movie Limitless showed you that because you only use 10% of your brain as humans. That 90%, when he took that pill, he had full access to the 100%. Which made him be able to do the things that he was doing. Like fighting, like doing ancient fighting styles and all that other stuff. Because he unlocked, excuse me, I have a cold. He unlocked the hidden part of that subconsciousness, that 90%. So what happens that these these Hellraisers, they know that they don't want you to have full access to it. There's ways of actually accessing to it. There's rituals or what you call rites to access them. You can access a lot of it through meditation. Listen to what is it? 432 megahertz music? I can't remember all of it right now. Meditating, breathing exercises. A lot of it deals with the breath. How do you breathe? We're supposed to breathe like babies breathe. And when you start breathing like a baby breathe, your subconscious will start unlocking. It'll start unlocking. And then you'll start seeing the Hellraisers fall. And their power will become weaker and weaker. And then they'll be tamed. So their fall is you having all the access and start learning the levels of your subconscious and unlocking that by doing certain rites or rituals. And they know that they don't want you to go into that because that's dealing with your high self. Because the 33 vertebrae of your spinal cord, which is Jacob's ladder, is where you meet the Most High. Keep that in mind. I hope I ain't going over your heads. You are great and personification of greatness. And I just want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to talk about this. But I love you all. And I'm not going to be on here too long. I just want to share the rise and fall because these archons, I mean, I say these Hellraisers are nothing more than smoke and mirrors. And that's nothing but mere reflections on how you think of yourself because of your daggone what? Because of your ego. That ego is easing God out of you because the God is within you. The 33 vertebrae of your spinal cord leads to your cerebral cortex, where you meet the Most High, your higher self. That much makes you divine. And they know it. Your ego knows it. And that's why they make the personification of the lower or hell raisers in this realm. But I digress. And I just want to share this information because this is serious. And that is why I said what I said earlier when I was walking to the ones that are dealing with my ego. I take my power back. And those that are watching, that are in the chats and so on, they take their power back from that ego that's suppressing them. That's what you need to say. I take my power back. And everything that ego that brings forth these archons, I return and send to all of the spell casting, all the wordplay that you use, and all of the stones that you're throwing at my house. It get thrown right back at you because of your frequency that you're on. You no longer can hide behind smoking mirrors. I see you. That's what you say. I see you. And I eliminate that ego within myself, what is projecting these hellraisers or these low vibrational entities. That's what you do. You have the power within you. But you got to do the shadow work and you got to do that work properly and learn the proper breathing. Breathe like a baby breathe with the breathing exercises. We have to learn how to breathe all over again. Trust me on that. The more you focus on the breath, you can heal yourself too. I'm practicing what I preach. Because when I'm sleeping, I sleep like a baby sleeps. And I can think clearly now. Like that song said, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. That's what happens. You can see clearly. Just like I mentioned, I don't know if I said it on this channel, but the movie They Live, like when Ronnie Piper put the glasses on and then he saw what those beings look like, and that one was like, I have one that can see. You are the one that can see now. You can see through the smoke and mirrors. You can see through the smokeless entities. They can't affect you. They lose their power when you come into full awakening mode. And all they can do is just talk, and gossip, talk, and gossip. That's all they can do. You got to be doing something right. In order for them to try to attack you, which is also connected to your subconscious mind, to your ego, which is trying to stop you from rising up to your subconscious mind, you have to be doing something right for these archons to latch on or wanting to latch on to you and try to drain you from your life source, the energy, your spiritual energy, your physical energy. There's something that you're doing right, that you're graduating. You are graduating and you're gradually moving up to the top and you're seeing who you really are. Beloveds, I'm telling you, I'm not making none of this stuff up. But what I will say, I'm trying to make a continuation of this. And we're going to go into some more details. But get the Mind book by Dr. Malachi, your Potential, and get the Kabbalion by the three initiates. The three initiates wrote the book called the Kabbalion, where you can learn about the all. Okay? You need to know about the all and how the all works. Everything has duality. Okay? I love you all. May the great mother and may the great father, whoever you pray to, guide you. May the ancestral spirits and the ancestors protect you and watch over you. And may the angels protect you and watch over you on your righteousness. Okay? On your path of righteousness. I love you all. May you have a great Tuesday, which is Mars Day. And I'm out of here. Green light, I'm gone.